Given the current trend in demand for crossovers, SUVs, trucks, and dwindling sales of sedans and hatchbacks over the past few years, the Ford Motor Company, with the exception of the Mustang, took a bold step and decided to do away with passenger cars altogether. So with the discontinuation of models like the Focus and the Fusion, Ford did not only have to address the need of the urban commuter, but this was also an opportunity for the American automaker to explore new avenues and expand its product portfolio. Before we get into the news, make sure to like and subscribe to enter a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Now let's get into the news. Enter the Ford Maverick, a truck for non-truck people. Now Ford's F-Series pickups are synonymous with being some of the best-selling vehicles in North America, but even the base F-150 in a single cab form is knocking on the door of $34,000. Sure, the midsize Ranger addressed that and came in at a slightly lower price point, but that was still too big for the urban environment. This is where Ford saw an opportunity to go all in and introduce a competent compact pickup, starting around the $21,000 mark. With a unibody construction and C2 platform shared with the Ford Bronco Sport and the Ford Escape, you can't really compare a Maverick to a traditional truck. Having said that, the added versatility of an intelligent bed, towing capability, and extra ground clearance do give a lot more flexibility than your average family sedan. Unlike your typical pickup, you can't choose different between bed sizes and cab sizes on the Maverick. You can only get it as a crew cab with a bed that's just over 4.5 feet long. For the 2023 model year, the Maverick comes in 3 trims. You have 2 engine options on offer across all 3 trims of the Maverick. The base engine is a frugal 2.5-liter hybrid mill that produces 191 horsepower and 155 pound-feet of torque and only comes in a front-wheel drive configuration. If you want all-wheel drive, you'll have to step it up to the 2.0-liter turbocharged EcoBoost engine that produces 250 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. Now which engine you choose, frankly depends on how you decide to use your Maverick. If you're looking for excellent mileage, a hybrid with the can return up to 40 mpg, giving you a range of around 500 miles. However, if you want to tow or haul stuff with your Maverick, you're better off with the EcoBoost, because when equipped with the optional 4K tow package, it ups the towing capacity from the hybrid's 2,000 pounds to 4,000 pounds. The turbo works with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The payload capacity is 1,500 pounds for both engines. But now, let's address the elephant in the room. The Maverick's party trick, and the one aspect that even has the potential to steal some Bronco Sport and Ranger sales, is the intelligent flex bed system. Ford put in a lot of thought while designing the Maverick's bed. During the research and development, the folks from Ford actually spoke with urban millennials and truck people to get an insight on how they'd use such a vehicle. The FlexBed system allows you to customize the bed to suit your needs using a range of well-thought-out features like the bed slot rail system, a multi-position tailgate, a bed extender where the bed length increases from 4.5 feet to 6.0 feet, and 6 standard bed tie-downs. As for storage and power, you get a closed compartment behind the passenger side rear wheel along with a 400-watt 110-volt household-style power outlet in the bed. Since the Maverick features a unibody construction, you can expect it to handle like a crossover. As for how it performs off-road, you don't get the sort of clearance, approach, or departure angles like on a traditional truck, but for the 2023 model year, Ford has introduced a new Tremor package which costs $2,995 for the Maverick. Although the Maverick is a compact pickup, with a boxy profile, Ford has chosen to take the more traditional route as far as styling goes. With an upright grille, a flat hood and bold LED daytime running lights, and headlights, the front end sure is imposing and masculine. The sides are pretty uneventful, but this is where the Maverick featuring a unibody construction becomes even more obvious because of the absence of a defining line where the cab meets the bed. While the base model comes with 17-inch steel wheels, from the XL trim and up, you can equip your Maverick with snazzier 18-inch rims, available in a variety of designs and wrapped in optional fatter all-season tires. In back, you have some rugged-looking taillights, a big Ford emblem, and Maverick stamped into the sheet metal on the tailgate. The trailer hitch point sits at the center while the license plate is slightly offset to the right. As for its size, with a length of 199.7 inches, the Maverick is just a few inches longer than a Honda Accord. Overall, Ford has pretty much nailed the design, which is inoffensive, yet functional. With its slightly lower ground clearance, the Maverick in fact looks like a scaled-down version of a more traditional pickup. While the exterior aesthetic is more on the lines of form follows function, Ford has gone the extra mile to make the cabin look and feel a lot more interesting. Starting with the tech on offer, even the base model Mavericks feature an 8.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system with 6 speakers, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto connectivity. With the Lariat trim, going for the luxury package $2,610 gets you an 8-speaker Bang and Olufsen stereo. The top-spec trim also features push-button start, noise-reducing windshield, ambient lighting, power-sliding rear window, dual-zone climate control. As for the instrument binnacle, you get conventional gauges with a basic 4.2-inch screen in between. The Lariat model gets a bigger 6.5-inch LCD screen. Coming to cabin materials, granted that they aren't the best, but Ford has made up for it by making some interesting design choices and offering a range of exciting colors that complements this aesthetic. Also, don't dismiss the Maverick for its compact size, because with several cubby holes and storage spaces littered around the cabin, for instance, under the rear seats, this is a funky yet functional interior. Speaking of seats, there is room for 5 people, and with a wheelbase of 121.1 inches, legroom is acceptable for a vehicle of this size. Base models feature a black onyx interior with cloth seats. The XL trim offers unique navy pure cloth seats with contrast orange stitching and orange accents, while the Lariat gets you ActiveX brown bucket seats along with copper accent trim pieces. The Ford Maverick doesn't really have much in the name of competition aside from the Hyundai Santa Cruz. The Hyundai does offer more power, and as a result, can tow and haul more stuff, however its bed shape means it isn't as functional or usable as the one on the Maverick. Plus the Santa Cruz also has a higher starting price. To summarize, Ford's primary audience for the Maverick is potential crossover buyers looking for some more capability. On that front, the Maverick sure does deliver, and this platform will only continue to evolve over time. With the introduction of the Maverick, Ford is tapping into the budget end of the pickup market, and with a full order book, Ford sure does have a winner on its hands. That is it for today. Make sure to like and subscribe.